Hello guys and welcome back. In this video, as I promised, we are going to add a cool feature into the game, which is adding checkpoints into the game. Alright, so let's start doing that. Basically, what we mean by checkpoints is that, for example, you came to this place and then you died, you will come back from this place, not from the starting position. Alright, so that will be much cooler. Alright, so let's see how we can do this. Alright, so first of all, what we want to do is to go to the rollball folder and then go to the blueprints folder. And after that, we want to add a new blueprint, and let me right click and then select blueprint class. After that, select acta and then call it BP checkpoints. Alright, so open it up. Alright, so what we want to do is to first go to the viewport and then add component, type box, so that we will add a box collision, right? So that whenever our ball enters that checkpoint, it's gonna save our game. All right, so let me put it the box collision a little bit up. Yeah, put it like this. And after that, what we want to do, actually, in order to see our blueprint, let me hit compile and then hit save and then put this into here. And if I right now put our BP checkpoints and then hit play, and you can see that we cannot see our blueprint in here, right? So that we want to add a visual thing that we can see our blueprint that saves our position, right? So let me delete that for now. And then what we want to do is to add component and then type arrow, all right? So that we can add an arrow, make sure that the arrow is not a child of the box, right? Make it a child of the scene root, and make sure that the arrow faces one direction, right? It's not facing the upside, okay? It's facing one direction, and actually we could take it a little bit up, isn't it? Yeah, that would be much cooler. So hit compile and then hit save and then go to the event graph. All right, so in here what we want to do, event actor begin overlap, what we want to do is make sure that the other actor is the ball, so cast it to BP ball pound. Right, cast it to BP ball pound, and then whenever we made sure that it's the ball, what we want to do is to get game mode. All right, we want to get the game mode and then cast it to the BP ball mode. Right, we want to cast it to the BP ball mode, and then in the BP ball mode, you remember we had this, right? So in the BP ball mode, we had a spawn position. So right now we will want to change the spawn position to another position. All right, so the spawn position was a position that whenever we spawned our player, all right, that player, all right, the ball would spawn at that location, isn't it? All right, so what we want to do is to change the position to the position of the checkpoint. All right, so let's see how we do that. Okay, so as the BP ball mode, we want to grab it and then type set spawn position. All right, set the spawn position, this one, and take this to here. And then what do you want to set this spawn position to? All right, we will want to get our arrow. All right, get the arrow and then grab it and then type get world transform. All right, we want to get the world transform of it and then put the transform in the spawn position. All right, so like this, if we give it our transform, all right, we did not give it the location, we gave the whole transform. So that means wherever that arrow is facing, it can give the direction to. All right, so hit compile and then hit save, and let's see if that even works. All right, so right now if I put the BP checkpoints to here, actually we cannot see the BP checkpoint, so we want to add something to it so that we can see it in the game, isn't it? So what can we do? Actually we could give it a particle system, right? So in here we can add a particle system. All right, so type particle system in here and then make sure that the particle system is which particle system can we use? Actually there are lots of things that we can use. We can even use our BP healing. All right, we can use that as well so that we can see it, isn't it? I think this looks cool, right? Let me see that in the game. Let me see if that looks good. yeah, whenever we go to that place, it can save our location, right? But we can also use another one. Let me see if there is another one that we can use. um yeah, this one, I think this one looks fine, isn't it? Yeah, we can use that one. So make sure hit compile and then hit save, and then let me see how it looks in the game. Oh, it disappears. All right. All right, so it disappears in a little bit. Let's see why it disappears. All right, so you see that in here where we chose the p buff shout freeze, right? So select that magnification, right, and it will take you to the place that this is stored. All right, so open the particle system, and after that what we want to do, let me see if that is okay. You see that it's gonna go after some seconds. All right, so what we want to do is in the ice shards view, all right, in this one, not the others, in this one, in the lifetime, make sure that the lifetime is we can change the values in here, but just in the lifetime, click that reset to default thing. All right, just click it so that the lifetime will not go away. All right, hit save, and then let's go to the map and let's test it out. All right, so it's not going anywhere. Okay, so let me put it into a place like this, right? And then rotate it around, right, so that it faces this direction. And after that we want to alt and then drag it to another position so that we have a duplicate of that. Okay, so we will want to add another one in here just to test the things, and also we want to alt and then grab it to here. All right, so let's see if that even saves, right? Let's see if that even saves the game. Okay, so let me play it and let's see if that works. All right, okay, so if I open the door and then go to here, right, and then if I die I should respawn in this position. Yeah, we are respawning in here. And if I go up here, right, okay, and if I go to that one and then throw myself, I should respawn in there. Yeah, that is really cool. Right, and let's test it out with the other side. Right, okay, nice. Okay, let's see if we go to there and we can respawn at the same position. Right, okay, you can also add a sound to it, which is great. You can also create your own particle systems, but because we did that earlier, I don't want to do it again. All right, so you can do that by yourself. Okay, yeah, it is really great. We are spawning at the same position that we wanted. And if we do not have any more lives, so right now my lives is 0, right? Let's see what happens now. We are going to spawn, yes, at the first position. That is totally great, right? So if your lives count drops to 0, you will spawn at the starting position, but if you have any lives left, you will spawn at the checkpoints. All right, so if I die right now, I will spawn at that position, which is great. All right, alright guys, this was it for the video. I hope you liked the video and I hope you learned something new. All we had to do was, because we designed our ball mode with the spawn position, which is a great design like this, alright, because our ball was spawning at the spawn position, all we had to do is in the BP checkpoint, all we had to do was to change the spawn position to a new position that we gave it. Alright, so, and also if you want to, you can select your arrow, because we gave the place of the arrow, and we can select the arrow and then put it a little bit up, all right, so that our ball will spawn a little bit up, or we can, you know, take it down so that our ball will spawn at this position. All right, so wherever you put that arrow and wherever it is facing, the ball is gonna respawn at that position, location, and rotation. All right, so hit compile and then hit save. Don't forget that. Let me close everything. And yeah, this was it for the video. I hope you guys learned a new thing today, and we are closing down to the final videos of this course. So if you have anything to tell me before I finish the course, please tell me if you want anything to be added to the videos. All right, so the only two things that I'm planning to make a video of right now is, one of them is adding a pause menu in here so that we can quit the game, and the other one is going to another level. All right, so going to next level. For example, you finished that level and you reached here, for example, you will go to the next level, and that's it. I think the course will be done by that. If you want anything to be added to the course, please tell me, and don't forget that before we finish the course. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Make a review if you want to, and see you guys next time. Ciao.